Anywhere we're going?
Yeah. All right. We got ALAN BAEZ today in the studio. To know a little bit more about this cat, So you use your regular name as your artist name, right?
Well, my first name, yes. Baez isn't my real name.
Okay, so
Yeah.
talk to us about that. How did that come up?
Well, I'm a big fan of Joan Baez.
Oh, okay.
So, I always wanted a little bit of a stage name because, it's kind of how, Richie Valens isn't Richie Valens.
Yeah, Valenzuela.
Ricardo.
Yeah.
So it's like, I kind
Gotta
of
switch it up a little bit, modify it.
Brighten it up a bit.
Because it has a little ring to it too,
Yeah.
right?
It flows off the tongue.
ALAN BAEZ. Yeah.
Flows off the tongue a little bit.
Okay, well, for a while there, I thought that was your actual name, but now, you see that's something I didn't know. So, your origins, where does the music come from? Like, how do you get into music?
Well, I mean, pretty young, honestly. As a kid, I really loved music. What I was into was rap and shit. That's what's well, I'm not gonna be a rapper, So it's I just chilled on it and.
So why is that? Why you never saw yourself as a rapper, or what was that about?
Look at me, come on.
Hey, you'll be surprised. I see a lot of cats out there that they do not look like rappers, but they rap.
They shouldn't be. No, in around in 12th grade, 12th, 11th grade, around there, I accidentally got into a choir class, right? So music class, and I was there with my homies. I was there with Kenny, Kenny, and we played this song. And when we played that song, this lady really was oh yeah, that was cool. We all got a very a good reaction from it,
Okay.
The teacher gave us a fucking A for that, whatever, it was a good outcome from it. So I was oh, this is cool, people like it. But we really didn't do much, but just fucking play to ourselves.
So is that when you learned the guitar? You knew
No,
how to play guitar. So how did that start?
That was in Mexico.
Okay.
So I was in TJ. I was up in the mountains.
And when are we talking about how long ago was that?
That was 2012.
Okay.
2012. Right after high school, I went to Mexico. I was in Mexico for about a year and a half or something.
So it's been 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
7, 8 years.
Was that by yourself, or you had someone teaching you how to do it?
Well, I learned on my own. What I did was I just looked at chords, you just
the YouTube University type stuff?
No, I did it. I couldn't go through YouTube. I didn't like the YouTube route. I didn't like looking at people do it, and I couldn't do that. I just I saw how chords
like the old days.
I typed in what does a G chord look like, what does an A chord shit like that, and I was okay, that's where you put your fingers. Okay, so let me play, and that's how I taught myself how to play. So I was I want to learn this Bob Dylan song. What chords does he use? He uses a G chord here. He uses an A chord here. He uses blah blah here. So I go, what's an A chord look like? What does a G chord look like? And eventually, where we're at now,
So Bob Dylan's one of your favorite artists, right?
Yeah, that would probably be.
So that will be a big influence in your music, you say?
Yeah, probably the biggest influence that I have.
So when did you start learning about him? How was it that you came through with that type of music?
I found out about him because of the Beatles. Because, I was really into the Beatles, in 10th, 11th grade. And I had a homeroom where it was a Beatles homeroom. And we would literally just watch the anthology. Have you ever seen the Beatles anthology?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
We would watch that, just all,
constantly.
Yeah. And there's this part where they show that, they met Bob Dylan, and Bob Dylan introduced them to weed. And, I was okay. Who's Bob Dylan? And I started listening to Bob Dylan. I was okay.
They're weed? Who said weed? What's Bob Dylan?
Okay. I'm down. And,
so,
yeah.
you went to Grand High School, right?
Yeah.
Okay. By I went to Grand High School, but any chance you had a teacher named Mr. Blank?
No.
So I had him, and he used to play a lot of Bob Dylan. I remember, and a lot of Beatles too. So, like, I kind of thought maybe that would have been it. But
Nah, it was Mr. Levine, Coach Levine was the
Oh, I
one that
remember
was,
him.
Like, he was a big Beatles fan.
yeah,
So he had this whole like Beatles homeroom. It was weird because like it wasn't just it wasn't a normal thing. Like it was just like his fucking anthology, and he just brought it and would talk to us about the Beatles.
so you'll say like your biggest influence to be a musician was Bob Dylan, or
Yeah, probably Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan was like, when I heard Bob Dylan, I was like, okay, this is something that's like more like that I could feel more.
you could relate
You know?
to, or something?
Yeah, like it's like, oh yeah, like the Beatles were cool and shit like that, but it's like, it doesn't feel as
Yeah.
I don't know.
As it should, like
Yeah.
as good as Bob Dylan music.
Yeah, like that. That's what makes you want to like actually do something.
Yeah.
Like not saying that I felt like I could do it just because I saw Bob Dylan, but it's
Yeah.
just like he gave me like some type of hope.
So your latest album that you took out was that Acapulco Gold?
No.
You have another one?
Yeah. Well, technically the Acapulco goes on an album. Either it's like an EP.
It's an EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had
How many songs do you have on that one?
Acapulco Gold. I have 10 songs.
Kind of like an album.
It's under 20 minutes, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's short.
It's supposed to be like over 20 something minutes. Or something. Or 30 minutes. I think it's over.
Well, that's a
30
pretty good
minutes.
one. I really like
you,
that
I
one.
appreciate it.
And I don't know. I mean, I hit you up if I could cover a song.
Yeah.
Thanks
yeah.
for that. Like you probably haven't heard it how it came out, but
I heard the little part that you sent me, but
Yeah,
I was
but-
maybe after this you should
Yeah,
play
for
it.
sure.
I'd love to hear it.
So that's one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
From
That's funny, yeah.
that one. It's just, how could I explain it? It's just the lyrics are like, I want to say they're like a little dark, but like at the same time they're like very smooth, and
Yeah.
and like the chord progression is just really nice, and then the harmonica comes in, and it's just like takes it somewhere else, and like cringy, like kind of like it just it's perfect with the song. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so I'm like, man, I really like this fucking song. So I'm like, I gotta hit him up and see if I can cover it.
I almost didn't even release that one.
Really?
Yeah, that was about to be thrown away. Yeah.
It always happens like that. Like the songs, some songs that people really like are the ones that hit, are the ones that artists will be like, oh, that song, like it almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But which is your favorite song from that album that you have, like personally?
I like them all. One of my favorites to play would probably Far Too Dark.
Far Too Dark.
That's probably one of my favorites to play.
Is that from
just because It's so
Acapulco?
long. Yeah, it's on Acapulco because it's a long song. So it's like I like being able to like sit there and like be able to keep someone's attention for that long, and like to be able to get to the end and finally get like a fucking like a that's like you're waiting for the climax of that song, and it finally comes and it hits you with the harmonica at the end. It's probably my favorite.
Is Acapulco Gold where you have a Spanish song, or is that the one before?
No.
Or or did I just hear you play it live?
Yeah, I do. When I play live, I play Acapulco Gold. The first verse I played in Spanish.
Oh, okay. So why that? How can that didn't make it to the recording? What was that?
Well, because
about?
that's something I came up with after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it was
like
after
an
you
idea,
recorded the
afterthought,
song.
Yeah, like I was like playing it live, and I was just like, I'm really tired of playing this song, but people kind of like it because it's like
I know a lot of
the
people that
name
like
of
that
it.
song, Acapulco
Yeah, it's
Gold.
like it's the name of
It's
the
a good
thing. It's like whatever. Like
So how did that come up? Like, did construct the song? Like, how did you make that song? Like, where were you? What?
I don't know. Honestly, it was just I wanted to write a fun song, like a funny, fun song.
Yeah.
Kind of like add some things that I've actually done. Like there's a part where it's like I say like I cut through a lock with a kitchen knife. Like I actually fucking had to do that one time. In Mexico.
How did that go?
I got locked inside.
But did you actually end up with a knife?
With a fucking dull ass kitchen knife. I sat there.
Some Mexican shit.
Like fucking prison break type.
How long did this take you?
About like 30 minutes. 30
Holy
minutes to an
fuck.
hour. Well, it was either that or stay trapped inside like all day, like until people came home like at night. Like it was like a weird situation where like I got locked, like the gate of that, like the house was like a gate, like it had like a gate door.
Yeah.
Like, and like.
And somebody locked it when they left.
Yeah, so my mom, she locked up the house, right?
Yeah.
And she thought I had the keys with me, but I didn't have the keys with me.
Fuck.
So I got locked inside, and I wasn't gonna have like any.
You didn't have windows or? Huh?
Well, so here's the thing: like the windows were like in the front and like in the back, cause like on the sides, it's like a weird Mexican house where it's like got bricks on the side. Like
Yeah, we
so
have
like,
the bars,
off, yeah.
metal bars.
So I couldn't really do anything about it. Like if I would have jumped, I could have jumped through the back, but like the fence was so high up that like I probably would have broke something, Like on the way down, like I would have broken something,
Yeah.
or I would have had to land into like a shop because it was like a big like iron shop or like whatever the fuck it was. But they
So
were, like,
you went with the
working
knife.
metal.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I thought about it and I was like, it's either this or I stay here until like like midnight, and it was early in the morning and I hadn't like ate, I hadn't done anything, so I was just like, dude, I'm
I was
going
like, get
crazy
the
in here.
fuck out of here.
I was like 20 minutes in, I was like, I'm cutting through the thing with the knife. Because I didn't have a phone on me. I was fucking in Mexico. So I didn't have a phone or anything to call anybody.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I ever been in a situation like that, but I think I had. I just don't remember where. Because it sounds very familiar. So, I mean, we all know now that Bob Dylan is like one of the favorite artists out there. But like in your playlist, your top 5, like who do you have? Let's say 5 artists that you, because I know you like hip hop. Like I hear you bumping a lot of hip hop, so it's kind of crazy like what you play, and then I listen to what you listen to, and like, oh, okay. So what would be like?
If you think about it, kind of like folk is kind of like what, like I'm gonna say what started hip hop, but like it's like if you think about it, it's literally like rapping over fucking acoustic, like Bob Dylan is fucking up there like like saying like crazy shit that you would hear some like Kendrick Lamar say or some shit like that, like not saying that, like not trying to compare them by any means, but it's like it's like it's got the same kind of like vibe off of it, like, or where else does it come from? Where else does fucking rap come from?
Like a root, right?
Yeah, it's like somewhat. It's like that and something else created. But
yeah,
I feel like it's kind of the same thing. So I have a big genre.
So
taste,
up the top 5 bands or five artists, doesn't really have to be bands, it's just like five artists. 5.
Well, right now I listen to a lot of Joji, a lot of Bob Marley.
Is that Asian guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's pretty good.
Yeah, the Japanese.
Yeah.
He's half Japanese, half white or some shit. I don't know. Half German, I think. But yeah.
Bob what'd you say, Bob Marley?
I've been listening to Bob Marley a lot lately. Bob Marley. What else do I listen to? I listen to Kendrick. I listen to Wiz Khalifa. Currency. I don't know if you heard of Currency.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Who else do I fuck with? That's pretty much it. I can't think of anyone else right now. But like new rappers like Uzi Vert, like he's not even new, but like I listen to his stuff.
Well, Tekashi, you like Tekashi? Or you can't listen to it?
No, it's just like I'm not a big fan of screaming, like
Yeah.
Like that's not really my thing. Like I'll listen to like he has that one song where it's like nice and like melodic, that Gotti Gotti one.
Oh yeah.
I listen to that one, but it's not like I'm sitting there like waiting to bump his shit. Like
he's like the heavy metal of rock,
like
rap.
If I'm playing his stuff, you know that I'm like doing it to either make fun of something, or it's like it's a troll somehow, or like it's got to do with the situation, or it's that like one like Gotti song, I like that one, but that's pretty much about it with him. Like it's not really my thing,
Yeah. So How would you say, like, since you started, that the music scene has shifted in any way, or changed for the good or for the bad? Like, what do you think? Or where's
Like,
it going?
you mean like locally, or you mean like
I mean,
all around?
all around.
Like,
All around.
it's all the same shit, dude. Like, it's just the same things recycled over and over again. So it's like, it hasn't been much of a difference. Like, I feel like most of the time, like it's really hard, especially nowadays, to find someone that's like nice and squeaky clean. You know,
Yeah.
that's like gonna stay nice and squeaky clean. So it's like you kind of have to be kind of careful with who you like. You know, like a lot of the bands that like I would have named today, like, you know, are like probably not such good people. You know, like. I'm pretty sure, like, I fucking saw the modules were up here, and they said they like Elvis.
Yeah.
But Elvis is not a great person, you know? Elvis did some fucked up shit. Elvis used to...
I mean, to be honest, I don't know a lot about
He
Elvis.
married a 15-year-old.
Really?
Yeah, when he was in his 20s.
Huh.
So that goes to...
I mean, do you think that has to do with like perceptions, like how things changed from, you know, those times to now, or what would you think about that?
I don't think...
I mean, I'm not saying it's you know, like,
Yeah.
it's a
I
cool
get what
thing.
you're
I'm
trying
just
to
saying
say,
I'm just
but-
saying, you know, like,
I don't think so, because if you pay attention to what's going on right now, like, that's kind of what's happening right now with, like, a lot of these artists are coming out with, like, some creepy shit, like Drake. Like, Drake was, like, fucking trying to, like, groom that little girl from Stranger Things.
really?
Yeah, he was, like, texting her and shit. Like,
No shit.
yeah.
When was this?
This was, like, last year.
Really?
Yeah, like, last year or, like, a year before.
That's
that.
fucking creepy.
Yeah. So, like, shit like that's always going on. Like, you know, shit's always gonna...
Especially with that,
Yeah.
like, that shit with Epstein, or what the fuck is that?
Oh,
guy?
yeah, that's...
fucking
like, all those people that are connected, like, fucking...
drug
Will
traffickers and shit
Smith,
like
Will
that. Yeah.
Ferrell, all those fucking people.
That is
Yeah, that
fucking
shit's
crazy.
terrible what's going on right
That's
now.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not good.
But you know, whatever. Stay away from those motherfuckers. So, I mean, right now I know we have this fucking coronavirus shit going on, pandemic. But what are your plans right now, like music wise,
Dude,
projects and or anything?
there's, like, honestly, like, no plans, because, like, as you said, like, everything's shut down, everything's, like... And at the same time, it's, like, for, like, we'll open back up, but, like, for how long? Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's, like,
and then
like
we
how
close
we just
down.
did, like, we just fucking open and close.
I think they should just close it into like.
Well, if we would have really fucking had our shit together, we should have fucking closed and really said we were
Straight
going.
up.
Just close everybody down, everything shut down, don't let anybody out. But if you're gonna fucking... There's already places giving out free food, there's already places there's already handouts, we're already getting handouts, right? So why didn't they just fucking grab all those handouts that they're giving out anyways and just fucking give it to us in those 2 weeks, make us stay home, them deliver some shit, you know, all hazmat out. The fucking spread wouldn't have been so bad, right? Like,
I feel like people right now are like, a lot of people are just out there like if nothing was going on.
yeah, well, it's because it's not something that, like, they're, like, witnessing firsthand or, like, experience or, like, you know.
Until they get it, then they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but it's, like, none of it is really worth, like, waking up in the morning and be like, oh, shit, do I have it?
Yeah.
Is today the day that I got it? Like, fuck, like, you know, like, and especially with the whole, like, you have to wait 15 fucking days. So it's, like, now I have to fucking, okay, what did I do 15 days ago? Was I exposed to anything? Like, that's...
Who did I visit?
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. So I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything with music anytime soon. Honestly, like, if not, like, you know, do I really want to go play and, like, you know, play to, like, half a room because it's fucking Corona? It's like, I'm already getting half a fucking room. Like, you know, I don't want a half room. You know, I don't want to have to cut down.
If there used to be
anymore.
6 in
Yeah.
the audience, now there's 3.
Because of Rona, maybe there's 2 now. You know, it's like, what's the point? I'm risking myself for nothing.
Yeah,
You know?
that is true. So, where can people find you? Like, you know, like, what social media and I know you're in Spotify, right?
Yeah. Well,
iTunes.
everywhere. You can literally Google like Alan Baez Acapulco Gold. You can literally Google like whatever, like it'll pop up.
Yeah.
Like like you'll see my stuff. If you want more specifics, Spotify,
But you're everywhere. You're on Instagram, Facebook.
Tidal, all those places.
Okay.
Facebook, no, you don't.
Why is that? How can a lot of artists don't have Facebook?
Because like a lot of people don't have Facebook already. Like a lot of people are.
Is that what it is? Is Facebook just fading away, like
It's
MySpace?
been dying for a while, yeah.
I feel like we need something like MySpace used to be, because I remember MySpace. It used to be like you could add up as many friends as you wanted, and you could share your music with them. I remember everybody used to have like thousands of plays on them.
Well,
So
isn't it still like up right now? Like as like just the music?
I
thing?
think it is, but nobody really goes in it.
Yeah.
You have Spotify or anything else. Like you don't want to go to to MySpace and check out music.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else you want to add up before we take off?
Just
That's
go check out fucking not Acapulco because that's old. Go check out fucking Wax Cowboy Volume 1.
There you go. It'll be in the link for sure. All right. Well, that's Alan Baez. Baez. I always Baez. There you go. So check him out, Alan Baez.
All right.
All right. Deuces. Yeah.
If you guys want to hear what I really sound like, go listen to me on Spotify. Peace.